Hey guys, lore time! I've been getting a few questions elsewhere about what the heck is a Nekomahji. Well, Nekomahji are a specific type of filanid race from a demiplane called Ialuna. Sometimes demiplane, sometimes continent. It's a little complicated. The long and short is that over everything, like out of character, Nekomahji are a tabletop race. They were created to serve as essentially stewards of magic for their setting. Now, when I say created, I'm not talking about as a GM or, setting writer creating them. They were literally created by their deities for this purpose, and they failed. Yeah, Roto's dad kind of screwed the pooch on that one. He ended up causing the more or less elimination of their home capital, and as a result, the Nekomahji are scattered to the four winds on Ialuna, and Roto's kind of left to pick up the pieces in that setting. This one's not so grimdark, just to be frank. He's just essentially a silly guy, but his origins are from that, so I'm just kind of pointing out that's where he's from. If you guys are a little bit more curious about the setting itself, you can always just throw questions about it. I'll be more than happy to share. I have stat blocks, racial blocks for the species and races of Ialuna for Pathfinder 1st Edition. I'm working on a 5e conversion, so you got, the Nekomahji, if you want to just be your traditional cat boy, cat girl with some magical flair. There's a few other races too, though, like Draconian dwarves called the Kresh, Siren Nerids, the Ialunan Triads. Those ones are fun. But yeah, I could ramble, I could go on for a bit, but this is kind of an unscripted thing of saying that's what the word means. If you are curious, just let me know. Just kind of wanted to get this out there so that the question's answered and go from there. But I'd rather have a few more aids for the tabletop related stuff before I really get into the deep lore on it. So, where does that leave Roto? He's obviously something from a medieval setting, but he's more modern for this. I consider this a Roto variant. He's not the canon Roto. He's more just a fun, silly little guy. And sometimes we need fun, silly little guys.